In Ayurvedic language, we call it, in Sanskrit, the word is Ritucharya, Dinacharya, and Ratricharya. Ritu means season. So India has 6 seasons. So for every one season, there is one type of foods which you should eat and not eat, and vegetables which you should eat and not eat, pulses certain which you should eat and not eat, certain oils to be eaten or not eaten. So there is a whole list of milk and vegetables and fruits, and also about what colors you should wear. The precision goes so deep. Like now, this is summertime, the summer is beginning. So the suggestion is that in summertime, wear clothes which are more of white color. Fortunately, everybody is wearing white over here. And our beige, and what fabric it should be, even that is advised. And it is said that you should wear cotton. But when it comes winter, then the suggestion of what type of clothes you should wear and what color it should be. And again, detail of what to eat, what not to eat, what to drink, what not. So the whole detail is there in my book, The Basic Principles of Ayurveda, to understand the seasons. In Europe, well, you don't have 6 seasons, there are just 4 seasons. And they're rampantly sometimes changing. Like in London, they say, morning it is raining, and afternoon is sun, and evening it might be, stormy, and next day you go with your umbrellas and raincoats and gum boots, and the sun is out. So they say, don't trust weather in England, and don't trust women in England. So 2 W's. They say don't trust women and don't trust the England weather. It can change very swiftly. But the Ayurveda is talking about all the 6 seasons which we have here. And then comes what to do in the daytime and what to do at the night time. There is a schedule for day, there is a schedule for night. And those who understand the schedule of day and night and observe the Ritucharya, there is no reason you will be ever sick then. So Ayurvedic science is a holistic science which believes in prevention and wisdom. What not to do, you will never fall sick. What to do so that you never fall sick. And similarly, it also advises about what to think, actually. What to think and what not to think. What emotions to go and what not to go for. What emotions will be killing you and making you sickler, and what emotions will heal you, strengthen you. For example, I'll just give one small example. If you are angry with somebody, my direct question is coming to all of you. Are you angry with somebody? Say yes or no. So mixed khichdi is coming, yeses and nos. So better raise your hands. Are you angry with somebody? Raise your hand. Okay, are you angry on certain situation? If not on person, on situation I mean to say. Okay. Now, whether the anger is for situation or whether the anger is because of a person, when you hold anger in your mind, you will be making your brain and your glands to secrete more of cortisol. And cortisol is like a poison to the body. The person might have done very damaging stuff to you. Loss of money, loss of faith, loss of a relation, anything might have happened. But the anger which you are having is causing damage to your system. So this means you will be having a double damage system occurring to you. One, the damage which happened because of some person or because of some situation. And the second damage is which is coming from your mind to you. It's a double whammy happening. You are getting hurt externally because of person or situation, and you are getting hurt because of your own mind. Now you cannot do sometimes much about the external situations or people. People will be nasty. That's what they usually are. You can't do anything about that. And the circumstances are sometimes also beyond your control. You cannot do anything about that. But can't you do something about your own mind? At least your mind should not be producing poison in the body and making you sick. So if you are having anger in your mind, you are making your life and body sick. So Ayurveda says, for the benefit of having a good health, don't hold anger in your mind. And do pardon those who have hurt you. And as Jesus said on the cross when he was being crucified, that Lord, I pardon these people who are giving me this torture because they don't know what they are doing. So I am giving them the pardon. Lord, you too give them pardon. What a big heart. They are killing him. They are putting a crown made of thorns on his head. And here he is seeking pardon for them. Here they are using abusive words, denouncing him, rejecting him, rebuking him, ridiculing him, and seeking his death. The whole crowd was seeking death. And yet he says, God, O Father, pardon them as they don't know what they are doing. So I would say those who give you pain, maybe you too are being crucified because of person or a situation, have a bigger heart and pardon them. And the most difficult thing to do is this, what I am saying. Maybe it is easier to snatch a piece of meat from lion's mouth. Maybe it is easier to scale the Himalayan tall mountains. But it's difficult to give forgiveness to those who have hurt you. But if you do this gesture of forgiving the ones who have hurt you, you get healed. Because your anger will get diffused. And when your anger is gone, your system will not secrete cortisol, which was making your body sick. And now because you have given pardon to the person or to that situation, who is gaining the benefit? You are gaining the benefit. So Ayurveda advises about mind. Don't hold any anger in your mind. Don't hold a grudge in your mind. Because when you hold a grudge in your mind, again, you are getting sick. Those who are very greedy, the greed makes the body sick. Because when you are greedy and say greedy for food, and food is good, what you ate today, was it good or not? Huh? So if the food is good, what will you do? Eat more? Yeah. Have more helpings? But when you eat more, who suffers? You suffer, right? You suffer. So the greed makes you suffer. And what an injustice. The tongue eats, but poor stomach gets the pain, not the tongue. But do you punish your own tongue? Do you cut it off? Would you like to cut it off? Huh? So tongue ate, and who gets the pains in the stomach because of indigestion? But somebody said, well, when we are in ashram, we don't worry about that. Because we know that if we eat more, then there is this Ayurvedic center, we can go there, and the doctor will give me some Ayurvedic churana. And you have 2 grams of Lavan Bhaskar or a Hingastak, your indigestion will be taken care of. But when you are greedy, who suffers? Your stomach suffers. And stomach is you. It is part of you, your personality. So Ayurveda advises, don't have greed in your mind. Because if you will have greed, then you will suffer. Ayurveda advises, don't be stressed. Now, whatever reason it might be, but if you are in stress, then your heart takes the load. Poor heart will be punished. So those people who begin to have angina pain or will have thickening of the muscles happening, it's not just the fat which they were eating or just the reason that they were not exercising. Now, the medical science is claiming that you can have best food and you can run 10 miles every day, which you don't. But it says you can run 10 miles every day and have no fat in your diet and eat more of salads and soups and quinoa and muesli and all the good stuff. And yet you can have a heart attack. Why? Because of stress. So if you are having stress, then you don't need any other reason to have a heart attack. Your stress will induce a heart attack. So Ayurveda says, don't stress. No stress, no heart condition. So in many ways, people think Ayurveda is all about physical diseases, but the truth is Ayurveda is more about your mind and less about the body. And it says those who are wise will not be sick. And those who have too much of anger, let me give one more suggestion about the impact which it will have on your body. And that is, if you have too much anger in your body, you'll be soon turning bald because you'll be losing your hairs. So if you love your hair, do you? If you love your hair and you wish to keep it on your head, then don't hold anger in your system. Anger increases acids in your body. More acids in your body, and more quickly you will be losing your hair. Yes, genetically, if your father turned bald at age of 60, chances are you too will go in that direction. So, make sure that you are not born to a person who has a genes where he will go bald. So maybe in your next birth, check with father, what are your genes? Please tell me. Because if father will go bald, then the son will also go bald. That's the one thing which you can't change. And that's called the karma theory. So never ever make fun of anybody who has lost his hair, because karma says whatever you will sow, you will reap. If you will make fun of a ganja, then you too will become a ganja. That is the word for being bald. Bald is called ganja. Right? So Ayurveda advice is about what to speak. Just don't blabber any word which is coming in your head. Have some check on your tongue. So speak wisely. And don't be harsh in your speech. And don't be in a rush to say words to people. Use some patience. But those who will have anger held in their system, 3 things will happen to their body. 1, they'll quickly lose their hairs. 2, they will have stomach ulcers. Acidity and ulcers because of anger. And 3, they will have pimples on their face. So all these people who begin to have pimples and freckles, even freckles on their face, please don't buy expensive retinol-based creams to use to erase your freckles. Do some yoga nidra and pranayam so that you can remove anger from your mind. And here your mind goes into calm zones. Your pimples also go calm. And they'll leave your cheeks. They will not be there. So if you have anger, then you will have pimples and wrinkles on your... See, dimples are good. Pimples are not good. So you can have a dimple but not a pimple. And you'll have, if you keep anger within you, then the chances are of having acid refluxes. So you will be taking Digenes and all the stuff, and yet you will be having acid refluxes happening. So don't be in a hurry to buy a Digene or any other anti-acid bottle. Be in a hurry to calm your mind. What a controversial statement I'm saying. Be in a hurry to calm your mind. Meaning don't waste your time on meds. Don't waste your time in going here and there. Just bring calmness to your mind. And that will take care of your health. Meaning your skin, your gut, your face, and your hairs. What a good mantra I have given you. See, it's a happy birthday day, right? So for a happy birthday, and this is a gift to all of you, to the people so that they don't go bald, and for ladies not to have pimples. And freckles, which they have after 50 years of age, 50, 40, even 30 I have seen. You know, the skin goes bad. They have these dark spots coming in, freckles coming in. And I have seen people, ladies, buying expensive tubes. Somebody in Singapore said that she bought, I won't take the name of that label, but she bought a cream which was worth $1,600. Anti-aging cream, skin tightening cream. And she says, I have been using. I said, great. Then I met her after 5 years. She was looking more old, maybe because of that cream. So if you are worried about your facial muscles and skins, then at least in 15 days, do Kunjal Kriya. Learn it here. We teach in ashram. Learn Kunjal Kriya. Those who do once a month Kunjal Kriya, their face muscles will remain very taut and skin will not loosen up. So doing your yogic sadhana pertaining to asana, pertaining to pranayam, yoga nidra, it all gives you beautiful benefits on your body and on your mind. And the best part is on your relationships. Because an angry person cannot have good relationships. Those people who don't have any censor on their tongue and speak every word which is running in their mind will be just abusing their relations. And when you abuse in your relation, the relations snap. So if you are a meditator, if you are a yogic practitioner, you actually have a much better family life, a much better social life. Right? That's the beauty of being a yogi. Yoga is not about getting moksha and knowing God and realizing truth. It's more to do with your mundane life. What you do in your present day, what you do with your relations, what you do with your tongue, what you do with your food, what you do with your sleep, what you do with your day-to-day, little things, what you do. If it is all happening with the yogic perspective, you will be a kind person. You will be a benevolent person. You will be a compassionate person. You will be a loving person. And your gestures and your body language will be of that beauty and grace that whosoever meets you will love you. Why? Because you will become lovable. Right? Why? Because your words are sweet and your words are filled with wisdom. And people will respect. Maybe not you, but the wisdom. The wise words which will come from your mouth, it will get you respect. I'm not saying for respect you should speak wise words, but if you are wise in your speech, people will respect you. Your friends will respect you. Your relatives will respect you. You don't have to fight to get respect. So yoga is very, very important. If you take care of all these things, what I have said, in nutshell, then your sleep will be good, your hunger will be good, and your ability to relate with people will be good, and you will have more equanimity with people whom you meet, and it will be nicer to have more nice, good people in our society than having these crass kind of people who just blurt out anything and are rude and are insensitive and are fools.